What's up, cool kids? This is Leetzilla, and I'm playing a little walkthrough of All the Mod 7 of the Skyblock edition, and I built a thing. And it's kind of ridiculous, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it just ticks all the boxes for something that needs to be shared. It's a Botania mana generator. It uses Industrial Foregoing to help it out, and it's super efficient, and it's just kind of smooth-brained, entertaining to watch. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. So it works pretty quick. This is how much mana it's been able to generate on these 9 mana pools here since I started recording the video. You can see it's all just ticking up super fast. This is all the mana you're ever going to need. It works so much better than I thought it would when I went to make it. And I'm pretty sure this is an idea that a lot of people have had. It's not a terribly complex thing. But I went through a couple of iterations to get it working right, and it works so much better than I thought it would. So I wanted to do a little tutorial so you guys can also get this wonderful, wonderful stupidity in your world if you're playing any kind of mod pack that has Botania and Industrial Foregoing. You're probably also going to want some kind of wireless redstone and a sound muffling client because it is stupidly loud. I mean, it's just crazy if you turn this thing up. Oh, it's terrible. Here we go. Oh, that's too much. Oh god, turn that off. So this is a bit of a late game farm. You're going to need a way to create redstone flux or energy. You're going to need a way to get some essence if you're using Industrial Foregoing. You could probably use some other mods like Apotheosis and things like that. I think would also help you out. But what we're going to do here is we're going to break down the science of the things, tell you how it works in case you need to modify it for the mod pack that you're playing. And then we're just going to go into a build, so if you want to recreate this guy the way it is, you can do that. So the 2 flowers from Botania that drive this farm are the Shulk-Me-Not and the, what's that, High-Side Dream? Hessie Dream? The Hussy Dream? The High-Side Dream. And basically what these flowers do is the High-Side will make mobs attack each other, makes them aggressive towards each other, and then the Shulk-Me-Not will makes a ridiculous amount of mana anytime a shulker levitates another mob within range of the flower. If that's a little confusing, it's because it's weird. So the idea is we make shulkers. The shulkers attack each other, and when they attack each other, then they make a ton of mana, and then the Shulk-Me-Nots will give you all the mana that you ever need. And in Botania this is a little harder to do because there's a Botania way to do all this, but with Industrial Foregoing you can make all the shulkers that you would ever want with these mob duplicators. If you haven't ever seen a mob duplicator, what these do, they duplicate mobs, and you can capture them with these mob imprisonment tools. And I'll show you one in action over here. So this is also a mob duplicator down here, and then eventually that's going to make a cow, and then you can use a mob imprisonment tool to grab the cow. You can put the cow wherever you want. You can put it over here, you can put it over here, you can put it over there. Oh no. You got to go to the end also to make this farm work. But what you do is you get your mob duplicators. You set it to run with a redstone signal, because you can't run this thing all the time because it's too fast. You got to turn it off, and you just have shulkers in there. These also need essence to run. The essence is something that you can get with a mob crusher, also from Industrial Foregoing. That's a thing that you'd want to run your mob farm with. And just some power. We've got a flux, wireless flux power here. Powering all the things. So that's sort of the things that you need to do it this way. Here we have our wireless redstone. That's the receiver. The transmitter is back here. Oh no, I need more mana. How ever can I get more? It's fine. So dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's a basic rundown of sort of how the farm works. You know, you turn on the duplicator runs, the messy Hesse makes the shulkers attack each other, and then the shulk nuts. Good God, it's so loud. Did I not turn it down? Yeah, okay, that's much better. I mean, it's still loud. It's still a hot mess. It's just, I can just watch it for hours. It's so stupid. Okay, so what was I talking about? So I'm sure that lots of people have come to the conclusion that they can use the high side to make shulkers attack each other, and then they can use the mob duplicator to make more mobs. But maybe they ran into some problems with shulkers teleporting out of the containment area and things like that. I know I did. There's also a problem of being able to get the mana out fast enough, which was kind of a surprise. When I first went to make this, I thought I was just going to let it run all the time, but it's so good, I gotta turn it off. So let's talk about shulkers. Something you need to consider when you're building this farm is how to contain the shulkers so that they don't teleport all over the show willy-nilly and just make a mess of your base, because they will try to get away. So depending on the wiki that you're looking at, they're either going to teleport 5 to 10 blocks, or they're going to teleport in the 17 by 17 cube centered on the shulker. So, you know, let's just go up like 15 or something like that. That way you can put down a crafting table or something like that later on, and not have shulkers teleporting on your work. You know, you can put some leaves down or whatever. You know, make your base nice. I'm not going to tell you how to play. You know how to do this. So, as you can see, we went up, you know, 15 blocks or something close to that. I didn't really count it. And I just put down some grass. And I surrounded it by these quartz stairs because I think that looks good. You can put whatever you want, man. This is your game. You do it however you want to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to play. And I'm going to make a big old mess with my mana glass. I like to use mana glass here because it makes a little light and you can see up through it. But, you know, you do you, man. You can put dirt up here. You can make this out of cobblestone. You can do anything you want to do. Just as long as no other mobs are spawning up here, you're going to be just fine. So in the middle here we have our 3x3 area of grass where we're going to put our flowers, and we need a way to power the high side. So we're going to go down 2 blocks, I think, or just one, maybe two. Boop. And we're going to put down a mana pool, and then we're going to put down a spark. The spark is going to let this mana pool get mana from a mana collector. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Just put a mana pool and a spark down there and you'll be fine. So then you cover that with grass, put down your high side dream, and that is now powered. So the next thing we want to do is put on our Mana Seer monocle, and that's going to show us the range of the high side. So once we know the range, we know how big we can build our platform. So, you know, just keep an eye on that and throw down some blocks. Now that I'm looking at it again, you actually could make this square if you want. I went ahead and made mine a circle, a quote-unquote circle, just because I like the way that looks better. But, you know, we'll make this one square just for fun. You can mix it up, do it however you would like. So now that you have your platform, you need to shulker-proof the sides and underneath. That's going to prevent shulkers from getting underneath it and, you know, not working the way it needs to. You know, the way I like to do this is with some stairs. You can do whatever you want here, that doesn't matter. And then over here you can see I put down buttons. The buttons will prevent spawning, and also if you look closely, there's string along the underneath, and that prevents the shulkers from teleporting on the sides and the bottoms. You could put buttons on everything, you could put string on everything, it doesn't really matter. So you can see here that we have covered up our spawning platform with trapdoors and cobwebs, just to show that you can use all kinds of different things to make this work, you know, get creative. Do it however you want to do it. And these buttons, I'm not super happy with them, actually. They're kind of ugly. The string is great. You can put string out on the side. You can put cobwebs on it. You could, you know, man, go nuts. Put levers over everything. It's fine. Lots of options. Lots of options. Just as long as shoulders don't spawn on the sides or down below, you'll be good. Now, something to know about this farm is it runs so fast that the Gaia pylons, what are they? The mana spreaders. You know, I had 8 of them when I first tried building this thing, 1 for each flower, and they were too slow. The farm would back up. So mana spreaders, even the best ones, are not gonna work very well on this. I guess if that's the only thing that you have, then you know, go ahead and use that and just turn it off, I guess. And I'm sorry for your life, but you know, if you have access to a mana collector, that's gonna really do the magic. So get a mana collector, put it 2 blocks underneath this mana pool, and go ahead and put a recessive spark augment on the spark that's you're going to put on top of the mana collector. What that's going to do is that's going to make all the mana that goes into here share to any other mana pool that has a spark on it. So we have this pool that has, and actually speaking of that, I'm in the cobwebs. So I kind of, you know what? We've got to tear all this down. This is part of the tutorial. We're all learning. We're all learning things. So the next thing I need to do is get a little bit of mana in here to get this thing jump started. So we're just going to drop a little mana tablet down there, and that's all. We're going to turn off our magnet also. All right, we're going to drop a mana. Okay, we're going to drop a mana tablet down there, and you know, that's probably all it needs. We'll go ahead and pick this up, boom, there we go, boom, and now when we put this down, it should automatically associate itself to the, yeah, you can see it's connected to a mana pool, it has mana, that's all good. Also the Shulk-Me-Nots, you should put these down after you put down the mana collector, because it'll just automatically bind to them as well. So if you put down, if you follow the tutorial the way I showed it to you and put these down first, it's not going to work. So you know, learn from my mistakes. So now that we have our flowers all linked correctly and we're good to go, let's set up the mob duplication. So to do that, you're going to come up 3, put down some mob duplicators, ooh, and we're going to put our imprisonment tools that already have shoulders in them in here. And before we wire any power to this, we're going to set this to run with a redstone signal on all of these. Now we need to set it up to run on a redstone signal. We're going to go boom, boom, boom with some quartz slabs. And we're going to face repeaters into all of these. We're going to give a little space for some redstone dust to connect into all of these repeaters, and then we're going to put down our redstone receiver, and we're going to get a wrench. Redstone receiver, we're going to point that into here. This is from RF Tools. You know, whatever mod you want to use here is fine. Create also has a wireless redstone. If you don't have access to wireless redstone, you could do something like build a torch tower and maybe put the mob duplicators underneath that or something like that. But if you have wireless redstone, then that's just the way to go. It's just pretty nice to do it that way. Underneath these, we're going to put down our flux point because we have wireless energy in this mod pack. We're going to put some cables on there. We're going to set these to extract. So now we should have power in our mob duplicators, and then on the top we are going to, whoa, do I not have, whoa, I almost lost. And then on the top we are going to put our ender tank, which is carrying the essence. This uses a lot of mods actually. The more I work through this, the more I'm like, you totally need a mod pack for this. And we're going to set these pipes to extract. I can't stand. Okay, let's try again. There we go. We're going to pull essence from the ender tank. So now, Mob Duplicator has power, it's got fluid essence, it's got all of the things. This receiver is still hooked up to this switch down here. Well, actually, you know what we need to do now is we need to give the mana a place to go. Boom. So, now that we have all of that, not sure what the range is like on these, but we'll let's just go up a few just to be safe. We're going to put a mana pool down. We put a spark down. Now, here we go. Alright, let's see how long it takes to fill this guy up. So, oh yeah, and here's another thing that you need to do. You need to put a couple of buttons on your mana collector. Or something, cobwebs, trapdoors, whatever you want to do. Boom, 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 and that's gonna keep the shulkers off of that. So, there we go. Fully functional farm in all of its glorious stupidity. Just going to town. Oh my gosh. Mana tablets basically full. That took no time at all. No time at all. And there you have it. Stupid fast mana generation. All the mana you could ever want in Botania with the help from a few other mods. Quite a few other mods. The sound muffling probably being the most important of all of those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.